Hey, what's going on everybody? It's Mike from sneakerhistory.com and we are back with another video. Guys, I know you noticed a difference here. We actually had a bit of a COVID situation in the house, so kind of shifting around a little bit. I'm not in my office at the moment, but it doesn't matter. Everyone's all good in the house, thank goodness, thank God. We don't have any big issues. Everything seems to be getting better. I know that this could be way worse. I know from other people that have had COVID, so we have been blessed to not have a huge situation in the house. We just want to make sure we're doing our part to make sure not everyone else in the house gets it, and then not anyone else outside the house gets it. So trying to do our part here. But again, I hope everyone else is doing well. I hope that everyone's staying healthy. And we're gonna get right into the shoe, guys. Won't take too much time because I had a shoe drop off yesterday. It's from Adidas. It's actually something I bought from the website. It was something I saw and it just dropped. It was usually, I feel like these kind of items have some kind of marketing behind them, some kind of push so that people will know about them, because I had never seen anything like it. And let's just get right into it. As you guys see, this is a traditional Adidas UltraBOOST box with that black box, the split top that you're used to seeing now. But this one has something on it. I don't think all of them do. I think some of them do, just depending on how they're made. But it says made with recycled materials, but it says prime green. Now, I'm used to seeing prime blue when it comes to things like the Parley for the Oceans collaboration. I'd never seen prime green before, but again, clearly it's a sustainability initiative that I guess it's part of the materials they use here, which we'll get into because it's not ocean plastic this time, this is something else. Now, before we do so, just know this is a UltraBOOST RLEA Lab High in a size 10, which is my true size in an UltraBOOST, and black and Sonic ink, which if you guys know that colorway is actually the same color, if I'm not mistaken, as the OG UltraBOOST. Now, right into it. You guys have saw the thumbnail already, so you know this is not gonna be your typical UltraBOOST, but just look at it because I love it immediately. And boom, here we go. That UltraBOOST RLEA Lab High, and it's basically a chukka. Now, I bought this shoe because of two things. One, I was a big fan of the Nike Flyknit chukka when it came out some years back, one of my favorite shoes. And two, this looks like the UltraBOOST 1.0 and a Visvim mock. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. If not, I'll throw a picture on one of these sides here. Look like they came together and did the fusion dance from Dragon Ball and came up with this bad boy. This is fantastic. This gives me the look and feel of an UltraBOOST while also giving me more of a high-end sneaker look as well, where I feel like I can wear with not only my sweats, but I feel like I can also throw it on with jeans and a nice shirt, to a degree. We're not like going to, too fancy, but it looks like I can dress it up a little bit as opposed to just a typical running sneaker. This has been, when I saw it immediately, I knew I had to get it. And I was also interested by some of the things that were used to make it. Now, this is recycled materials. We have that prime green information on the box, and also some labels inside the insole here. Is it prime green? But we're also gonna see a tag that says recycled leather knit. So this is not your typical prime knit. This is actually made from scraps of leather and polyester. I'm not sure if it's factory floor or things they've gathered from other places to create the knit. Now, with that being said, the knit has a very different texture than we typically feel on an UltraBOOST. Almost feels like a wool, but a little rougher almost. I don't know how to explain it. It's really very textured. It's different. It has I don't know if you guys, I can't really explain. You have to feel it. But it's a bit rougher than you typically have with the other UltraBOOST models. It is not as just a smooth feeling on the knit, but at the same time, it's still comfortable. Doesn't change the softness of it. It's just a different feeling on the hand. Now, one of the things that brought me to this shoe, like I had to get it after I saw it. Again, I mentioned that it has that kind of that Visvim mock kind of feel, and that is that toe box. Kind of get a better look for you guys. There we go. This very pronounced, very prominent stitching on the toe box here. My goodness, looks so good. Now, this is not going to be a knit on the toe box or the mudguard, but I'm not sure if it's still that recycled leather material. I'm assuming it is because that's kind of what they're pushing with the sneaker, but I'm not sure. It didn't give a lot of information on those extra pieces when looking through the information on the website or on the box itself. But it does have that same really textured feeling, just not knit form. On the toe box, you're gonna have a very similar knit pattern that I wanna say UltraBOOST 1.0. I could be wrong, but it gives me that feeling of UltraBOOST 1.0 because Again, I want to say this is one of those DNA UltraBoost where they use the previous model to base it off of, but DNA is not in the title. Now, moving up the shoe, you're gonna see we have a rope lace here, and if I'm not mistaken, UltraBoost typically have a flat lace, or maybe like an oval lace. This is a full rope lace here. No extra laces coming in the box, so this is what you get, the black lace, which is not bad. I like the way it looks. We get to our cage, which is typically plastic, but sometimes has that leather if we have a more premium UltraBoost. But this one I thought was plastic, but after feeling it more, kind of squeezing it, it looks to be that same, maybe recycled leather material, but almost like it's been coated to be a little harder. I don't know, that's what it feels like to me, but it feels very, very structured. It's not like a flimsy leather, but it's not like a hard plastic. It's somewhere in the middle. But I like it. I like what they did there. Now, unlike other UltraBoosts, and what brought me to this particular high model is that it had an actual tongue. Now, the tongue is way too big, but I like the fact that it is a separated tongue. It's not that sock-like tongue where I feel like with those sneakers, it just doesn't look good with pants all the time. It lets you roll them up or have joggers. This one actually feels like it with the structure of the tongue, even though it's, again, too big, it allows you to kind of set your pants on top of it. And I'll of course have some on-foot, B-roll in the video, but it just, if you guys know what I'm talking about, it just, with the tongue, it gives a little bit more structure to the top. And with that, we have an actual, I hit myself with the, sorry, I have to kick myself with the shoe apparently. We actually have an open collar here. It's not, again, not that sock-like collar that's right strangling your ankle, but it's like a real, real moccasin. It has an opening there. Now it's gonna have the leather wrap around the top of the ankle collar. Again, I don't know if it is a leather that has been recycled or it's a new leather. I'm not sure. Again, it's not explained super well in the information on the shoe, but what they're pushing with the prime green, I'm assuming that it is a recycled leather. You're gonna have our tongue tag on the back that's, I don't know if it's suede or felt. I'm gonna assume it's gonna be, again, recycled suede, but right here in the back, a little pull tab. And you have your traditional UltraBoost heel cut. Again, done in the same materials we've seen on the mud guard here. Looks like that suede has been a bit coated to get a little bit more structure, or has been backed by something, but you have that debossed UltraBoost in the side. That's what, again, typically we're used to. But what's really nice about this is that, again, going back to structure, it's not a flimsy, you see this, guys? It's not really flimsy. Actually, it's soft. It has some padding for the ankles, but it's gonna be structured. It's very structured, so you're not just getting this flimsy shoe. So I really like that it gives new life to the UltraBoost, I think. I think this is something that if it were released back in 2015, 2016, this would have been just a hit. Because again, around that same time as the UltraBoost Chukka, when the UltraBoost popularity was skyrocketing, that's when everyone was saying, with stripes over checks. At that point, I think this would have been a heck of an addition to the UltraBoost family some years back. Now, I'm not complaining now because I've always been a fan of UltraBoost. I haven't had that moment of, with too many of them. I'm a big fan. If it's not broke, don't fix it. I mean, if we can keep buying the same Jordan Retro all the time, why are we complaining about an UltraBoost that was pretty much made perfect, in my opinion? But that's neither here nor there. That's my opinion. That's the beauty of sneakers. We all have our own thoughts and opinions on it. Now we get down to the boost, which is a traditional boost midsole that we always see. Nothing different here. White boost. We're gonna have our torsion system at the bottom, which is always there. Our continental rubber web for the outsole. And yeah, that is it, guys. Nothing new about it except for the upper, the construction there. We still have the DNA from the UltraBoost, but it's made in just a nice way. Now I will tell you this about the sizing. I went true to size to my UltraBoost size 10. Fits perfectly, but it fits differently than what an UltraBoost fits like, if that makes any sense. So I know it was almost kind of like a contradictory statement because I said get your true UltraBoost size, but still do that because the way this is built is a little less constricting than an UltraBoost is. This is a little bit more lifestyle model. That's why I said I don't think this would be a runner. I think on the little Adidas images or like where you can look at the shoe, there's someone running in it in like the little pictures where you can look at the different angles of the shoe. I wouldn't suggest running in this one. I mean, do what you want. I don't think I would run in UltraBoost regardless, but it fits looser, which gives it even better feeling, which I think. It's not constricting. You put your foot in, it is, when I'm talking about comfy from the get-go, Boost is still probably top cushioning out there right now. I know React and Zoom X and things like that. I actually haven't tried Zoom X yet, but this is still top tier cushioning. You put your foot in there, you are gonna enjoy it. Something different, again, gives you kind of an upscale feeling while still having that UltraBoost look. I can't speak any more highly of this sneaker. This is fantastic. I really like it. The price point is that traditional 180, which I'm surprised because typically when you get a different model like this, you're going to be pushing a 200 price point. But 180 on the Adidas website right now. I'm going to put the link down below. There's, from my understanding, still a full size run. And if you're not a fan of the low, or I'm sorry, fan of the high, there's actually a low, which I'll put a picture again in one of these sides, that has a very similar color look, at least in my eyes, to the Turtle Dove Yeezy 350, like the original. Again, that could just be my eyes playing tricks on me, but the pattern, the color they use, are very similar to that. And I'm kind of thinking about grabbing that one too, because that one's hanging around as well. It just dropped very quietly on the website, and I don't know. This Lab thing, I don't know if it's gonna be more of a premium shoe that they're gonna be coming out with, because you guys are familiar with Nike Lab, how they have like the different constructions and more premium, maybe sometimes more pricey sneakers. I wonder if Adidas is trying that. I don't know, because I just don't know. There was no real info. So if anybody who knows, let me know down below. I love to have some more information because I really am a fan of this sneaker. Let me know if you guys like them. If you don't like them, I just like to talk to you guys in the comments. You guys always have great feedback. I enjoy the support, guys. Thank you so much. The channel keeps growing because of you guys. And until next time, see ya.